Doesn't look like it makes a difference. Yeah, and everything on my end with my connection looks perfectly fine. It's just something with Twitch. Oh well. I guess we just try finishing up with the bad frames that we have. It sucks that it had to happen on the day that I'm, probably going to be finishing the game. But whatever this is, it was kind of there yesterday. Not nearly as bad, but it's there yesterday. Now it's just even worse.
Celsius.
The ice spirit climb is quite intense here.
Yeah, we thought it might make you feel a little more at home.
It is quite pleasant.
We're ready to show you those places you remember. Any preference for the order?
Under their current names, the areas are the Kajara Sea Falls, Fenmont, and Fort Gondala.
I'll leave it to you. But just make sure Fort Gondala is last.
Oh, why's that?
You asked if I had a preference, and I answered.
Fort Gondala is a military installation. We should probably ask Rowan to get us permission to visit.
Good idea. I'll give him a call.
In the meantime, let's start by visiting the other two.
Take me to Kajara Sea Falls, or this Fenmont of yours.
It's weird that it counts as a dungeon. What's up, Jigs?
This is just as I remember it. Cool and relaxing.
So it's always been like this?
They say that couples who stand at the top of the falls develop an intense bond for each other. Daredevil lovebirds used to scramble up there all the time. One man in particular was persistent in inviting me as well. Yes. Of course, as I am a spirit, I did not accept, but he refused to give up. Turning him down was a chore.
I see. It must be an important human custom.
Actually, I've never heard about it.
Then perhaps it's fallen out of practice.
Shall we give it a go?
Yes, why not? And you needn't worry about slipping. Undine will make sure your fall isn't fatal.
Not fatal?
My nostalgia is satisfied. You may do as you please.
All right. Then we'll be back in a jiff, okay?
Are those two always like that? Interesting. It feels like only yesterday that he and I talked here. Has it really been 500 years?
We went all the way to the edge.
Maxwell, I didn't think you'd actually go through with it.
The view was worth the trip alone. And you should have seen Jude.
Mila, I told you to pretend that never happened.
That's right. I quite enjoyed it, to be honest. But if you found it upsetting, I shall suppress the memory.
Well, in that case... You don't have to forget it, but just keep it between us, okay?
Very well. It shall be our secret.
So make one egg. One egg shouldn't be too heavy that you can't sleep.
Well, that was certainly fun. On to the next stop. Achoo!
What's wrong? Have you caught a cold?
No, I'm fine. It's just a normal physiological response.
But you were splashed with a significant amount of water back there. I knew I should have...
Mila, it's fine. Honestly, I'm good. I appreciate that, Luger. Mila? What's wrong?
It's just... I have the weirdest feeling. I know I'm supposed to keep it a secret, but... It's like I have this itch and the only way to scratch it is to tell someone.
Huh?
This must be how secrets leak. I get it now.
That's not a good thing.
Well, I'm
You
saying
can't
just
tell
make
anyone,
one just so that
Period.
it's not, it's not so much food that it's stopping you from getting to sleep.
I know that.
What a strange little city they've built here. There wasn't a building in sight last time I was here. Just an endless field, perfect for watching shooting stars.
Wow, that sounds nice.
People used to say that if you wished upon a shooting star before it vanished, your wish would come true. The human who brought me here loved those silly superstitions. He taught me all sorts of them.
No, Jude is slowly melting the ice around Celsius's heart. I'd only get in the way.
Celsius taught me a 500-year-old method for making wishes come true. Want to give it a shot?
A spell for granting wishes? Interesting. That does sound like the sort of thing humans would enjoy.
Let's try it.
Here, you move your hands like this while you make your wish.
Intriguing.
Yeah. Did you ever make a wish with anyone back in the day?
I don't recall.
We've made our wishes. Shall we move on?
I wonder what he wished for. As if asking now would do any good. Ugh, just look at this eyesore they built. But this has to be the place. I'd never forget the mana flowing through here.
Why is this place special to you?
Because this is where I met him.
Who?
The first human I ever met. Have you heard of a man named Hao?
That name sounds familiar. Wait, you can't mean Dr. Hao.
Isn't he the head scientist who laid the foundation for spirit arts? If that's the case, his inspiration must have been...
Probably me. We even lived together for a while. He insisted.
We may have just solved one of history's great mysteries.
You could say that.
Honestly, I usually
Dr.
just stick to
Howe's theory
scrambled eggs,
spearheaded
personally.
and eventually led to the fundamental arts of spirit channeling. He laid the entire foundation for the age of spirit arts.
Maybe an omelet every once
You
in a
make
while.
it sound like he was some noble historical figure when really he was just a lovesick fool. Always finding an excuse to get close to me, trying everything he could to woo me.
Wait, Dr. Howe hit on you?
Have all of these locations we visited been places you spent with Hao?
Yes, he used to drag me everywhere, always talking passionately about his dreams for the future. The way most humans do with their friends and lovers. But ultimately, humans and spirits are different creatures. Do you truly believe that spirits and humans can coexist peacefully?
I believe it. In fact, I plan to prove it.
We have vowed to do everything we can to accomplish that goal. Right?
Well then, in that case... I think that we should put your vow to the test.
Why must you remain so stubborn?
Fine by me. We can still win.
Tackle my enemies forevermore. No true power.
Energy
Now go, my lady.
Energy shackle! Disintegrate! Moonlight assault! Energy shackle!
Cover me.
No, we're mostly doing character chapters today. So it's a lot of cutscenes with like a mini boss fight every now and then.
Freeze you to death. This is the depth of your power.
This is proof of our vow.
I hope you can finally understand. I'm getting stronger.
Now, if anything, the thing that's bugging me most is how bad the connection to Twitch is. Although it seems like it might be stabilizing a little bit,
Standing.
but it's still dropping here and there.
Mila!
I think not.
Look out! Mila! Are you okay?
Jude, why would you do this?
I just can't stand seeing you hurt. I wouldn't do this for just anyone, you know? Don't you see that?
Jude, you idiot.
Just look at them. Let me tell you, that idiot right there is every bit the fool Hal was. Jude, Maxwell, you might be able to accomplish our vision. You have what it takes to go and finally create the world that Hal and I always dreamed of.
Yeah. I'm sorry about that. Celsius.
We never got to talk with her about anything besides her memories.
It doesn't matter. Celsius and Dr. Howe have given me the lead I needed. This might be the key to resuming my Spyrite research. Balin, it's Jude. I may have found a way to complete the Spyrite project.
What? Seriously?
Yeah. It'll take a while to explain, though.
First things first, Jude. You need to get your wounds treated before telling any long stories.
Okay. Maybe we can borrow Drissel's manor in Sherrilton.
Such foolishness. This really makes me question your priorities, Jude.
Huh? Are you mad at me? Hey, Luger, did you hear that they're gonna revive the old retired AR-120 train series? I would have never awakened to this hobby if I had just stayed in Riza Maxia.
Hold still. I can't treat your wounds if you keep squirming.
I told you, I'm fine. I already gave myself first aid.
Now.
Let's hear your breakthrough for the Spyrite project.
Oh, maybe this isn't a good time.
Balin, thanks for coming.
Wild wyverns couldn't have kept me away. Now, what's this revelation of yours?
Well, Spyrites are essentially just spirits, right? Even once they become Spyrites, they still have their own minds. So instead of trying to control them, we should be asking for their cooperation.
Asking for their cooperation? How exactly?
That's the thing. It's the same way Rizemaxians do it every day. You figured it out too.
Ah, yes. The process in which spirits perform arts for humans in exchange for our mana. It presumably requires some form of communication to form a contract.
So, spirit arts are actually a conversation of sorts.
Dr. Howe was originally trying to communicate with spirits when he invented spirit arts.
And let's not
It must be
sugarcoat
that
it.
the
He was
arts
trying to
contain
fuck the
within them
spirit.
A message that's sent to the spirit.
You're right. We picked up on some incomprehensible system
No,
of
that's
symbols
the
when
final
we were
chapter.
analyzing the spirit arts process. If it turns out to be an encrypted spirit language, it just might be what we're looking for.
If we decode it and apply it to Spyrites,
We'll even be able to make requests of the great spirits. Can you imagine that? I'll analyze the signals immediately. Leave everything to me.
Hey, impressive work there.
I didn't do anything. It's all thanks to Celsius.
You inherited the possibilities that Hal once envisioned, and that will be the key in leading us to a brighter future. You humans really are something.
Oh, 100%. That was the whole thing. Celsius was basically telling us about the scientist that was basically trying to bang her the whole time.
Thank you
And he was the guy who
for
first
everything.
invented spirit
I
arts
will make sure
to
your dream
communicate with the
comes true.
spirits and use their power. And Jude is pretty much the same way. He's trying to get with Mila. I thought there was supposed to be one that opened up after you finished everyone's.
This job is for a
Apparently
really
we have to
rare
talk
item.
to Ivor to
I don't
trigger
know
it.
if we'll find it through normal means.
Why not ask the cats to do it? They're all always coming back with rare items.
Oh yeah, while we're here, let's get the better equipment that we can. Where is Ivor? Said to start the bonus character chapter to talk to Ivor on the Olympio side of Marksburg. But I don't see Ivor anywhere. Double check that. And talk to Ivor at the LM Harbor at Marksburg. Here. But there is no Ivor. Oh well. Okay, for some reason the bonus chapter is not triggering. Even though I completed all the character chapters. Maybe I don't have enough affection with certain characters or something. Mila's at 6. Jude's at 6. Pretty much everybody except for Leia, Rowan, and Gaius are at 6. Muse is actually at 7. Gaius is at 4, but he's about to level up, and Rowan's at 5. I think Jude and Mila are the ones that the bonus chapter most that it concerns. But oh well, screw it. We'll just go finish the game.
This sensation. What's all that smoky stuff? It gives me the creeps. It's just my asthma. Although it might even kill Mila and me if we linger too long. What?
That is one foul fog!
This miasma, isn't it only supposed to be produced if soul purification stops?
Miasma is expelled as souls pass through the cycle of reincarnation. It's a toxin that eats away at souls.
Usually Origin should be keeping it under control.
Great, and we're supposed to just hold our noses and charge through it?
Beasley already has.
By using L's power, no doubt.
Easy now. No need to waste what your brother's life bought us. Mila.
Right.
A trap by Kronos?
Yes. He's probably warping the space around us.
Creating tricks of light, illusions to waylay us.
It's hard enough to see straight in this funhouse, let alone fight. Now what?
Muse and I could charge forward and dispel Kronos' power. However,
We'd deplete our strength and be useless in the battle to come.
if each of the four great spirits could shield one of us, we'd be able to move forward without weakening.
Good thinking, but
Right. Only 4 of us could actually move on.
Luger, you decide who goes. The Four is saying cats can come along for free.
It's actually a mistranslation. What they're really saying is that Rolo is such an absolute unit that the miasma can't possibly hurt him.
Behold my power!
Let's see.
Leave the ice to me!
The monsters here are the miasma taken shape. Look at you.
This is my way.
Behold my power!
Let's see it.
Look at you. You've done it.
I love getting... I've gotta get strong!
I must become strong.
How does single arts do? Specials active, mystic art equals hold X during an arcane art. There it is. Oh, of course, that's not... doesn't go anywhere, damn it.
Is that all?
Using a magical or physical arcane art while in over limit, you can hold down to unleash powerful mystic art. And when they say powerful mystic art, is that a different one? Or just the same one, and this is another way to do it? Damn it.
That was strange.
Let us attack together! Finish them!
Thank you so much!
That was some impressive swordplay.
Thank
I think I got it!
Of course, this whole level has to be made of these tiny little platforms where you can't really evade the enemies very well.
We're a team!
I've noticed you gazing off into the distance at times. What is it you're thinking about? No, do not feel you have to answer. I didn't intend to intrude. Here, take this. If you ever need my help, it's yours. There's no sense burdening yourself with more than you can carry alone.
Or I'm a tiger. Tiger Blade. Where do I even have room?
The keys to victory are friendship! I've gotta get stronger! All the suffering. Oh, you flirt. Cover me.
The future shall be full.
You sure about this? Look at you. Cover me. Oh, Lugar! Oops, now I feel guilty.
We have no limits.
We're coming for you, Elle.
Mysterious magical circle made of gear. You can use this to move to the innermost area. Would you like to go? Note the main chapter will begin. Going straight to the baby.
Looks like I cut it pretty close.
You did well to make it this far.
Only took 2,000 years.
Who is the girl?
One look at her face should tell you. She's a victim of your twisted little game.
Origin was only trying to provide humanity with the opportunity to grow, to evolve.
By ordering us to solve a puzzle and then hiding all the pieces?
He gave you the key. The rest was up to you.
Right, and here I am.
Ah, but you have not opened the door yet, have you? If your young companion were to become a catalyst, humanity would fail the trial.
I've grown tired of this game.
Impressive for a human.
Like I care what you think, spirit.
The key of Kresnik. Is this your trump card?
Perhaps.
I suppose you thought you could win if you both attacked at once. A futile plan, as you can see. She's sealed away. She'll have privacy to complete her transformation into a divergence catalyst.
That's awful! Give her back!
You dare judge me? You who force Origin to dispose of the miasma produced by your souls? Origin granted humanity the chance to evolve and grow despite the toll your soul purification process had on his body. And yet you think nothing of your own toxic impurities, nor do you attempt to raise yourselves from the filth. I cannot bear to watch my friend's torment any longer. I'll put a stop to all this and save him!
You know that miasma will overflow if Origin stops his purification.
And please explain to me why you care. We spirits have far higher resistance to the miasma than humans do.
But it's the humans that concern me.
The miasma will consume all human souls, reducing them to nothing more than inanimate objects for producing mana. Afterwards, I will simply seal away the miasma. Then spirits will finally have the world to themselves. Interesting. You killed your own brother. To boost your strength?
You had to complete the Pocketwatch collection.
Come at me and I shall end you.
I will never allow it! I'll fight you on behalf of all the beautiful girls out there!
Now this is a fight for a king.
On behalf of all non-humans, I will defeat you.
Right.
Lunar reflection!
I owe you.
Lunar reflection! I shall deliver your judgment.
Feel the galaxy sound.
Disintegrate! Chakra circle! Moonlight assault! Disintegrate! Moonlight assault!
People roar!
Tensor assault! Touching Phoenix! The present, no past, and no future. Be still! Put him through! Form destroyer! Tensor assault! I shall deliver your judgment. Disintegrate! Cage of torment! Disintegrate! Be still! Time to end this drama with your demise!
Don't worry.
Oh, you flirt.
I cannot lose. Not like this.
Kronos, it's over.
I love getting stronger! I'll keep getting better! Big
I must become stronger.
Almost kind of went down like a bitch this time.
I won't accept this.
That was about as easy as he was at the end of Tales of
I will not
Arise.
inflict agony upon Origin any longer.
You are a poor sport, Kronos.
Easily steals our kill.
Don't bother. Your mastery of time and space is useless against the power of Origin's void.
That means the girl is...
Correct. The true key of Kresnik.
This cannot be...
Trial's over. Humanity wins!
Luger, what are you doing here? Luger.
Your strategy hinged on the girl? You're a smaller man than I thought.
I did what was needed to defeat Kronos. At the very least, this tragedy will not be in vain. With my wish, I shall rob the spirits of their will, creating a world solely for humans.
Why would Origin grant such a selfish wish?
Origin has no say in the matter. The trial itself is a spirit art, spawned from the pact between the progenitor Kresnik and the great spirit Origin. As long as the pact's conditions are met, Origin will be compelled to use his power. Give it up. She's beyond saving now. Of course, you could always wish away her pain.
No, we have to get rid of the fractured dimensions.
Ah, yes. And Origin can grant only one wish from one person at a time. I suppose one way to save her would be for me or Luger to turn into a catalyst before she does. That would be the millionth catalyst, the magic number, and all transformations in progress would be cancelled. Of course, that also means humanity fails the trial, and the world comes to a bitter end.
Please, wish away the fractured dimensions so that Luger won't disappear.
Think this through, Luger. Your real daughter will be born in the world someday.
He's right. I'm just a phony.
Luger! The right to make the wish is mine alone.
I've had enough of people getting their hearts broken.
Don't make me laugh. What does a spirit know of human hearts?
Enough to pity you.
You are all nothing more than the spirit's lapdogs. I've crawled over a mountain of corpses to get this far! I will show no mercy if you interfere!
Kratos and Origin's power!
Ready yourselves.
Luger.
Don't waste my time.
Leave the healing to me.
Brace yourself.
Goes for a sucker punch right at the beginning. Can I press buttons or do something? Or is it just gonna be debilitating status effects the whole time?
I feel funny.
My apologies.
Stay strong. Cover me.
This is the final round.
How dare you? Thank
This is the final round.
Lord of Destruction! Raging Beast! Disintegrate!
How dare you?
Laser Strike! Hissing Comet! Hissing Comet! Disintegrate! Hissing Comet! Raging Beast!
How dare you?
Hissing Comet! Beast Fury! Raging Beast! Hissing Comet! Raging Beast!
Cover me.
Beast Fury!
Don't worry.
Hissing Comet! Disintegrate!
Defense is power.
Don't get cocky. So you used Julius's soul to build the bridge.
You really killed Glasses Guy?
With one poor decision, you instantly made everyone's death meaningless. Your brother's death. Your own death.
Daddy's pocket watch! Luger!
Even her death. Curse you two!
High five.
So you made a pact with the watch itself. This should be interesting. How dare you! This is the final round. Don't bother.
Jesus, just fucking one-shotting everybody.
Here you go! What's happening? Don't worry.
You made the wrong decision. How dare
Like, every hit he does just fucking one-shots people. Oh, great. Confusion. Yeah, that's awesome.
Board of destruction!
Here you go!
Disintegrate! Beast you!
What the fuck? Before I could even do anything. Again.
Final round.
That hit 3 people? Fucking dodge! I'm putting in the dodge command. Fucking dodge!
This is the final round.
Alright, I think that's the game. Unless we have to fight the baby, too.
Luger.
Usually when they give you like a special mystic art finish like that, that's the final boss.
Damn you, Luger!
Look behind you!
I wouldn't use the Chromatus again if I were you. When you make a direct pact like that, you then run the risk of degenerating and becoming a divergence catalyst yourself. Considering the sheer power at your disposal, you would transform in the blink of an eye. Well, I never expected that you would surpass me. That is exactly what makes humans so interesting! We never do what's expected. You want my wish, Origin? Let me tell you my own personal wish. To take this fist and punch you all to oblivion!
It was ineffective.
Beasley Bakor, may your soul rest in peace.
A man who gave his life to fulfill his duty.
Hey. I'm so glad that you all came to find me. You too.
Of course. There is nothing to fear. If it comes to it, I'll handle things.
Yeah.
The Great Spirit Origin.
The one and only. I am very pleased to meet you, King Gaius.
You know about me.
Of course I do. You see, the souls tell me everything. They're sort of like my little birds.
You seem quite curious about humans.
Perhaps, but not as much as you, Maxwell.
I suppose this is our first meeting, but we have little time for pleasantries. We have a request.
To rid the fractured dimensions and continue soul purification.
Precisely. I would be willing to help you if you think you're at your limit.
Even if that meant endless torment?
Even so.
You really do love humans, don't you?
Mila, wait!
Enough! You would force Origin to continue the purification? I refuse to stand idly by as you continue to torment him with your corruption.
Thank you, Kronos. Your concern for me has consumed you for far too long.
You mustn't burden yourself over me. We must make the humans accountable and have them pay for their crimes. What's so funny?
Well, you just showed the most human thing about you. It reminds me why I love humans.
What?
I hereby grant these representatives of humanity the right to make one wish. Luger and El, for overcoming the trial and opening the door, the wish is yours.
Me and Luger?
Yes, wish for anything, but you must decide together. I could even undo your transformation into a catalyst.
No, you can't do that. We have to wish away the fractured dimensions.
I suppose one way to save her would be for me or Luger to turn into a catalyst before she does. That would be the millionth catalyst, the magic number, and all transformations in progress would be cancelled.
So then, what shall it be?
Luger?
You would choose this girl over the entire world? And what about the fractured dimensions?
I did look up which answers get you the true ending.
What?
Wait, you can't be serious.
To save Elle? By turning into a catalyst first?
No! Stop! You can't do this!
Very well, then. Will that be your final decision, Luger Kresnik?
Wait, Luger, you can't do this!
Jude, let him be.
Luger, you're not afraid of vanishing away? I understand. Then I will accept your wish.
Are you okay with this?
You're doing what most wouldn't dare. For that, I commend you.
Please understand, Elle. You're the one that Luger chose.
Not one of the possible L's. Not even himself. He chose you, here and now.
Thank you. This isn't the news I wanted. It's so sad.
His choice saved the world and the girl's life. Let's see that decision through to the end, Leia. It's the least that we can do.
Yeah.
This is humanity's true nature, isn't it?
Yes, they truly are capable of anything their hearts desire.
Even profoundly foolish things.
You may be right. But the impurity that exists within their souls is precisely what gives them strength.
Come again?
What do you think the impurity is?
I don't know. Greed, maybe? Desire?
Our ego?
Yes and no. Is desire different from dreams? Isn't ego the same as free will when viewed in a positive light? In other words, neither is good or evil.
Yes, precisely. And that is the reason why I haven't been eliminating it. I remove the miasma created during reincarnation and seal it.
But if you do that, the production of miasma will never end.
That's why I wanted to test humanity's decision. To see if humans could strive for perfection while bearing the impurity.
Humanity's decision.
Precisely. That is what I truly wanted to know. But you must continue to show me.
Of course. We too will prove who we are. Just as Luger, Elle, and Julius did.
That is a test harsher than anything I could throw at you. If you can overcome it, I have no choice but to concede. For the time being, we shall seal away the miasma together.
Kronos.
But if humanity should once again...
Don't worry. No matter how many millennia it takes, we will succeed.
Some very special humans have turned me into a believer.
Then I expect to be impressed.
I appreciate it, Kronos.
No need for thanks. I'll give you a piece of my mind later. We have plenty of time for that.
It's time I grant Luger's wish. The elimination of all fractured dimensions.
Luger, it's been an honor knowing you.
I will never forget what you have done here today.
You wrap things up almost too perfectly.
You're just jealous, because you know you couldn't have pulled it off.
Luger, you need not worry about Elle.
We'll take good care of her. We promise!
You have helped me to fulfill my duty once again. Luger Kresnik, you have my thanks.
And I promise too, I won't lie anymore. And I'll even eat my tomatoes. I'll never forget how you saved me. And just how good your cooking was. Okay? Okay? It's a promise.
This should restore the cycle of reincarnation to normal.
Yes. Now the human and spirit realms will live on.
And we will make sure of that.
Farewell, humans and spirits. Let us hope for a brighter day the next time we meet.
Jude! Thank you for everything.
So Ludger has to sacrifice himself for the true ending. I'm guessing in the non-true ending, Elle is the one who dies. I assume there's a few more scenes after the credits, so looks like we'll probably be ending right on time. I don't know what's going on with Twitch, but it looked for a while there like everything had stabilized. Now it's kind of starting to drop again. It's like I reset everything. I was playing for like 15 minutes with it dropping like crazy still. And then it all seemed to go to normal. Now it's dropping again. Hopefully they have whatever is going on fixed by tomorrow. But tomorrow we should be starting Radiant Historia. As much as I enjoyed the game, I didn't enjoy the battle system enough to tackle the post-game stuff. It's got a lot of archaic tales of flaws in it that they got rid of in the later games, which I've talked about several times while I've been playing. But it is nice every once in a while to go back to an earlier game to more appreciate all of the advancements that they've made to make the battling smoother in the newer games. Kind of take them for granted after you've played them for a while, but coming back to this, I can definitely see the differences. So, as far as the major mainline games that I have left to play, I think there's still Symphonia and Vesperia, of which I think I may be running into the same problems when I play Vesperia as I did this. Symphonia, probably not so much, because Symphonia was when they were still, like, kind of on a going straight line, like you didn't have free run or anything. And that's kind of one of the problems with this one is, like, it takes like a split second for free run to activate, and then once you stop it, it takes a split second for you to get control back to where you can face your enemy. And you do have to manually face your enemy, because the lock-on definitely will not do it for you. It's way too soft of a lock-on. It doesn't track. That and the two different dodges always kind of get in the way mid-battle. It's like forward and back dodge is just holding block and pressing either forward or back. But actually dodging, you know, into the background or into the foreground, you have to hold L1, hit up or down, whichever way you want to go, and then the attack button. Which I noticed a lot of times during certain battles when things got really hectic and the frames dropped, it wouldn't catch that, and instead it would just have you do a normal attack. Hence, a lot of the times when you hear me saying, you know, I'm mashing the dodge command and it's not doing anything, like the frames would drop and it just wouldn't pick up the command. It would only pick up the press of the attack button. Which, like I said, that's a lot of little flaws that the newer games don't have.
Everyone's moving up in the world.
The How prize takes on a whole new meaning when you know what How was trying to do.
Chief Editor Rolando. Oh. Hey, Alvin. I can talk. No, I'm not taller than you yet, but I'm starting to catch up. Let me guess. You're calling about a job, right? Yeah? Uh-huh. Got it. Elise will be joining us this time. Come on, Polo. We've got a job.
She named her cat Chicken.
All right. Let's go create a new world.
I like to think that Rolo just keeps getting bigger as he gets older, like Meow from Phantasy Star 1, when you meet him like in Phantasy Star 4 in the cave, and he's just like gigantic because he survived all that time. All of that is for post-game. Like I said, not really going to dig into that. Seeing the end of the story was about as far as I want to take this. But it was a good ending. But yeah, that is the end of Tales of Xillia 2. I put that game off for a long time. I probably shouldn't have. Because honestly, a lot of those little complaints that I had about the battle system, I probably wouldn't even have noticed had I played it when it first came out, because that was just the way the games were then. Like, I don't remember having any frustrations. The only frustration I remember playing Xillia 1 was that fight between Jude and Alvin. That's like, you can win it, and you get a different scene. But if you lose it, it just goes for it. Like, it's basically it's a different scene depending on whether you win it or lose it. And Alvin can like combo you to death. It felt very much like the 1v1 versus Julius, like really frustrating in that just like one mistake and they can combo you to death. Except that one wasn't something that you could just, hit the retry button. It would, every time you lost, it would go into the scene for losing, and then you'd have to restart and go back to the save right before it and skip through the cutscene and everything else. So that one was a bit more frustrating, trying to squeeze a win out. That's the only thing that really stands in my mind that was frustrating about the first one. But like I said, if I played the first one now, I'd probably have a lot of the same complaints about the battle system that I do Xillia 2. Which, had I played this when it first came out, like I said, I probably wouldn't have had those complaints, because that was just the battle system back then. It just happens that, like, the newer games have eliminated a lot of the jank, and it's tough to go backwards. Which, like I said, I might end up having that problem when I play Vesperia. I don't know. Because I don't know if Vesperia was made by the Graces team or not. I think it came out before. Or during. Let's check. Because Graces was basically the first time when they really got the whole, like, dodging and not using TP and everything else system down. And that was kind of what they started moving forward with. The only problem was that there was two different teams making games. So, while one figured out that really, good battle system that they would start using from that point forward, the other one still hadn't, and they were still making games. So it probably took... I can't remember if they just merged the teams, or if the other team did eventually catch on to using that system. Okay, so Tales of Vesperia was 2008. Tales of Graces was 2009. Okay, so whether it was the same team or not, that pretty much states that Vesperia is going to be before they refined that system down. And like I said, Symphonia is still before they really even added 3D movement, so it's not predicated on a lot of the dodging, dodging into the foreground, mid-ground, and, using free run to go around everything. Which, that was one of the big ones that the new games do, is that you don't have to hold a button to free run, you're just free running all the time. Like, for as much as I love Abyss, I would probably have a lot of these same problems if I played that too, because that was like the first time they even tried free running, so I'm sure it has these same problems. And I'm dropping frames again, but I mean, this isn't gameplay, it's just me talking. But like I said, I really hope this gets fixed before tomorrow. It wasn't as bad yesterday, and today it was way worse, but there was like an hour there, and thankfully it was the hour while I was doing the final mission, like while I was doing the final boss fights, where it was pretty stable. But yeah, it's like, it's dropping left and right. Then you can even look at my, like, this is the self-diagnostic of my connection. Like, there's a little bit of yellow in there, but it's mostly green. This is the transmit. This is the transmit. Like, it's mostly green with a tiny little bit of yellow, which should definitely not account for all the frames I'm dropping. So this is definitely on Twitch's end. This is actually pretty much how it looks when everything is running perfectly smooth with 0 drop frames. Like there's always a little bit of yellow in the jitter. So, I mean, my connection looks the same as it does when I have 0 drop frames for an entire stream. Yet I'm dropping a whole bunch of them. So this is something going on at Twitch. And like I said, I really hope they fix it soon. But Tales of Xillia 2 done. That's another game down. So tomorrow we start Radiant Historia, Perfect Chronology. And since you know, Tales of Xillia 2 was a viewer redeemed game, which means that Radiant Historia is the game that I picked. So that means that as soon as I start playing tomorrow, as soon as stream goes up, the redemption for the game to come after it will be live. First come, first serve basis. Whoever has the points and whoever gets here first and picks out the game and redeems it. But anyway, let me go ahead and... Oh crap, that's right. I was gonna say let me give call outs, but halfway into the stream I did have to reset everything, so I don't have my full chat log. So I can try to remember who was here. So Jigs, Nami, Lost, Ragna. I think Wabon was here too. If I missed anybody, like I said, sorry, but I don't have my full chat log. Thank you all for coming in, chatting with you while I play. And thank you to anybody else who may have been lurking and watching. It's always appreciated. We will stream again tomorrow, same time, 2 a.m. Central Standard Time. Check schedule below for what time it is in your area. We will be starting Radiant Historia. And as for right now, let me see if I can find someone to raid. I guess let's raid Zombie again. Still playing Final Fantasy IX. So, as per usual, let's go ahead and jump in, say hi. See y'all next time, and until then.
Bye-bye, everybody!